news, and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
It's time for Tell It to Stanya. It's all about you. Ooh, let's peel away the layers and focus on you. Ooh, what's going on inside? Let's talk about love and truth and the matter of who we are. Let's find out together on Tell It to Stanya.
This is my new theme song. Hey, pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Saturday. It's Saturday, May the 2nd. And you know what? I am so happy for May. I am happy for May.
What's happening in May, Stanya?
What's happening in May?
Yes, ma'am.
May is Movement Month. May is the month that everyone, last year, towards the end of the year, you say, oh, I'm going to get it together. So for the people who have not gotten it together, this is your sign. I'm the sign. I'm the 6 feet 13 sign to let you know that May is the new day.
Amen.
It's a new month. It's the day that you start pouring into everybody else besides yourself. May is the month that you are focusing on yourself. You know how we done build everybody business and we still have a business that we need to give birth to? Well, May is the month for us to do the work.
Yes.
Be focused in May. Right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so listen now. We're gonna, the topic, what I like to say that I don't like to talk about, but somehow, but Chris, I think it's you though. This is probably you, Chris. This is you. Every time when I go on TikTok and I see you, then I'm like, oh boy, I gotta do this. Yeah, it's election time. I gotta talk a little bit about that.
Election time.
But before we get into that, let me say hello or introduce everyone. In studio, we have Christopher Roll. Chris is from Island Insights on TikTok. So if you're not familiar with him, you should be. But if you're not, then go and take a look on TikTok. Hi, Chris.
How you doing? Make sure I follow now.
That's right.
Follow.
Don't just take a look.
Yeah, don't take a look. Just follow and listen.
Okay. Then we have Paradise Abaco, a.k.a. Johnny. Hi, Paradise.
Hey, what's up?
Okay. And the name of his group on Facebook. You see how cool, this the cool look, you see?
I'm looking.
Full of crap.
I'm looking this
Full of crap. Anyway.
laid back.
That's right. Questions that, how you go now? Real questions that women want men to answer. Yes, and that's on Facebook. It's a big group. Usually, I ain't gonna say it's be some little bashing, female bashing, but anyway. Because he already come inside here talking about Clay and Megan. But before we get to that, then we have Sharon, and Sharon was with me last week. So once again, she's here with me. So
Hi, everybody. I'm back again. She
That's
gave me
right.
another shot.
So did you enjoy it last
Oh,
night?
I enjoyed it so much.
Really?
Yeah, one or two people say, man, you're a natural. This made me.
You are. Yes, you are.
Oh, my God, I
yes,
like
you were amazing.
But this is fun, so thank you for having me again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into this whole politics thing, Johnny, you already come inside here upsetting my soul and spirit talking about Clay and Megan. What's the problem?
I don't appreciate how women are just siding with Megan because she's a female, spreading this misinformation about that young man.
What's the
And
misinformation?
him of human heritage.
Well, Charlie, but he hungry. Anyway, sorry. go
Strike
on.
one.
That's right.
Knowing that overall black men don't cheat.
Oh, man.
Specifically Bohemian.
And you say
Man
this with a
don't
straight
cheat.
face.
Straight face.
That's
So-
what I have to say. Stop
Chris,
the mis-
Chris have a
stop
big
spreading
smile on his
lies.
face. Chris, you...
I'm listening.
Smart man. Smart man.
So, baby man, don't cheat.
Boy. You could tell her the
Sorry,
couple of my
let's stick
ex.
to
Boy. But I don't
No,
understand.
what did you cause them to cheat?
Wow.
Sir, I am innocent
Oh my
as the
God.
driven snow, so please.
No, this is very awful.
Boy, this cost some woman big one hit.
But it seemed to me that, like, Clay and Megan breaking up, it almost feel like the guys feel like, yeah, that's one for the team. Like they won. Like, yeah, we got those women. That's right.
And how?
Y'all out here, you know what it is? Let me tell you now. Look how Chris looking at me like, let me hear this foolishness they coming from. Because they said, committee of they, we don't know who had in this committee. Because she is out there and, performing, doing things.
Right.
And then I listened to Cam. No, was it Cameron?
No, it's not you then.
It also, okay, you tell me then.
What happened was,
Let me hear this.
what happened was,
Look at him.
it's a double standard. She had a man who named Parley. All this is public. Parley.
Party, yeah.
And he loved
writer.
her. He was defending her, and she lied to him on the public stage when Tory Lanez had this, went for trial. People were saying, she sleep with that Tory and everything, and he went publicly and defended her and said, no, she didn't cheat. She told me she never slept with him or whatever, only to find out in the court findings she lied. And she cheated, and she was cheating on him whilst he was defending her. And no one had a big uproar. The ladies said, what the ladies were saying?
What?
He's being too sassy. Why you bring this on the air? Why you even try to defend yourself? Men is be stoic. Men don't say nothing. But she was lambasting him, saying, hey, I'm fluid and all this stuff. And so men now are saying, you just getting calmer. And before you fix your face like that, you could please Google first.
No. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Was this before he committed to her? Because
What you mean committed to her?
okay, did this happen before they get in a relationship? Because he knew all this about her.
Hold on now, y'all. Yeah, okay.
Who you mean who?
Clay. So he knew this before he got into a relationship with her.
We're not talking. We're saying, but she was saying something about
Why
how
all the hate?
men about hate, and men. It's not hate. It's just that holding her accountable. How women like to duck and dodge like the Matrix accountability.
But
That's
didn't
all.
Clay cheat? I thought
Right.
it was him who
No,
cheated.
we're saying when she cheated.
You're focused on the wrong thing.
Hold on, but see, there you go. That's the point of
Focus on the
That's the
man.
point I'm making right now. Amen.
I noticed that Chris is very quiet about this.
Because I don't know too much of the details into it. But like he said, there's a seed had to be planted. But then there's two sides there we started
Okay.
too. So
No, that's
Okay.
for women.
Okay,
he
you know what?
He haven't even said anything.
This-
but women
this-
then believe in.
You know what? This
One
song
side.
going on here. Let me zoom in with what we come here to talk about.
Yeah,
Because we
because
can go back and
you're
forth.
gonna lose this one.
Listen, now you know me and you done had it out the other day. Okay? You know me and you, right. Okay, hello. Anyhow, guys, so we are here today to talk about what happened in the last 7 days in the Bahamas. Okay, as it pertains to this whole election thing.
Yes.
And, I notice I feel like I'm in a room at F&M, so I don't feel like it's an even playing field in here.
Oh, poor
but have
POPs.
some PLP calling.
Well, I know F&M. I'm
Okay, good.
I'm outside of the matrix, viewing
Okay.
all parties objectively.
Me too. Okay, me too.
That's so safe.
Yeah, so for once, Johnny and I are on the same team. Okay, cool, good. So let's take a look at what happened this week. So for starters, guys, look at this one got jokes. For starters, what is it about election that, why do we come alive? Like, how come it's almost like a cult following for all parties? What's going on? How come all the excitement?
You throw it at me first?
Yeah.
Well, I can say all the excitement come from the candidate themselves. They get gear up and they said it's time to put it on the Bahamians again. Parties start grilling, chilling, all these stuff to think that we're gonna forget. And some Bahamians do forget. This is the hurtful thing about it. They do forget exactly the suffering for the 4.5 or 5 years,
Oh,
and
boy.
many grilling, chilling.
Yeah.
The alcohol come out now. All of a sudden, memory gone. They
That's
got
it.
Amnesia, selective amnesia. Some people have though. You understand? But it's time for the people ready to focus. Go and eat your grill and chill. That's no problem because it's your money.
But don't let it block your mind,
Don't
though.
let it block your mind. You
And
know
that's
what
my
you've been
problem.
through. And if they come and bring you a couple of dollars, allegedly,
Okay.
take that too. But
So-
you know to do the right thing.
Well, you know something, boy, I know how to feel about this. But anyway, y'all, okay, one of the things that happened this week was the advance voting. Now, that seemed to me to be a catastrophic event for the most part.
I agree.
And this is something that I've heard all parties
Yeah, you're true.
complain about. We know that Minister Joe Beth even wrote a letter complaining, a situation that happened. We saw Dr. Minnis talking about it, and Mr. Henfield, they were talking about it. Chris, didn't you work it?
I worked the both.
How was
for
it?
the first time? Well, it was rough.
It was rough?
I don't know if I could do it again because it's 10 hours of continuous voting and you sitting, and then you have to be alert to names. You got to
Yes.
pick up the cards. It's tough. But first of all, before we get there, I'd like to just big up Trevania, Clark Hall,
Lord.
and Sea Breeze.
Oh, no, you
I'm mad at you.
Sea
Oh,
Breeze,
my God.
come out, May the 12th, and let's
Lord,
get this on.
I'm mad at him.
Boy,
Yes.
that's
That's
a
it.
cheap shot.
Trevania Clark, Sea Breeze.
Listen.
What a name.
New Breeze and Sea Breeze.
I'm sorry, I missed the name. What?
Trevania Clark Hall in Sea Breeze.
Listen, you know what? Only because I know Trevania. I love Trevania.
So you can let that slide.
Yeah, I love. Hi, Trevania. I got Trevania number right here, and Trevania is a good person.
Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. And what you see is what you get. She is straight. She is
Hold on one second.
sociable.
Brittany, send the link to Random Citizen, please. Okay.
Yes. So,
Random Citizen, you're going to join in a minute. Right, we need an even thing. And Random Citizen, I believe Random Citizen is COI, I believe. So this could be good. But
Two
yes.
independents there.
Right, two independents, and Random, right.
And two
Trevania is a good
FNMs.
person. She's
Yes.
definitely community driven.
And she lived in Sea
and
Breeze
she
for
does-
20 years.
Yes,
So
yes.
she feel our pain because I live in Sea Breeze.
Yeah.
Okay.
She know what we went through. The
Okay.
holes just getting new.
But let me ask
and a
you
lot of
this
stuff.
though. Okay, you saying that, but now Trevania is also going up against a giant, and a giant who, listen, she's going up against a giant who the community loves,
You know,
regardless of what y'all say.
I want to say something.
Go on.
I live in Sea Breeze. They have an excellent PR team. That's about it. But when you living in Sea Breeze, you know exactly what's going on. Facebook, TikTok, wherever they are, they look good.
That ain't reality.
But in
though.
reality,
Yes. Yes.
as a Sea Breeze resident myself for the past 7 years, and I voted in the last election, I can tell you, everything is in, that grass ain't green as you think. Go look at our park. Deplorable.
But besides the park, Chris, what else you
The
got?
roads just get fixed. I had a whole, through my corner there, Pine Cone area, and that surrounding area, for 4.5 years, just got fixed.
Seeing that with the
Half
scale
of the
people.
road was tarred down from me, and she leave the next part out. Why? If you can tar a road, tar the whole.
She
You want to
get-
tar a
she
piece
get
for
to
your
it,
friends?
I really hope people come
Well,
out
they ain't
and
gonna
vote.
get that because we are not importing nobody no more. We have a homegrown right there in Sea Breeze now in Trevania Clark Hall. 20 years in Sea Breeze. She feel the pain.
But the people tired though.
Chris,
The
you-
people
tired.
tired. You know why? Because we feel like we flip flopping the same
Hold
two
on.
people.
Wait, hold on, guys.
How
If
is
you're-
Trevania
wait, hold on-
different?
Hold on 1 second. Because this ain't, listen, before,
Sorry.
guys, feel free to call in. I'm getting beat up. Yeah, I mean, anyway, feel free to call 323-6232. That's 323-6232. And you can also send me a text, 422-4796. That's 422-4796. Or you can give me a call, 323-6232 or 325-4316. Okay, so let's get back before y'all start the campaign for Trevania, right? People who for Trevania or let me see, or PAL, people against Leslie train. Hold on. What happened to the advance voting?
It was in Sea Breeze. I can tell you, like, we didn't have any really confusion. When I mean, like, people want to get an argumentative and stuff like that. No, but like they were talking about for the elderly folks, they had to stand on the same line.
I saw that.
You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? So they could have do a better job, and that when it comes to the elderly. You
Okay.
understand? To make sure that they get in, get out as fast as possible. You know, so. And that, but we had it smooth in Sea Breeze. We didn't have all that commotion and one fight and all that stuff. I can say that.
Okay.
I saw somebody said they were on the line for 4.5 hours, and this is just a fragment of the voting.
Yes.
The people who can vote. What happens on election day?
Oh.
Because I mean, I won't cast my vote, but in a way, I won't stand up for five
Well,
hours.
my thing is, okay, definitely I heard. Oh, okay, something about Clay and Megan. Okay, we could get back to that. Okay, well, I wasn't there, but definitely I heard I had friends who went in and they said, they were on the line for about 3 hours, and at one point they just left. I heard people who actually, worked it, just like yourself, and they said it was pure chaos. It was, it seemed like the people who worked it didn't have a clue in some instances. And when I say the people who worked it, I'm talking about people from the parliamentary,
The registrar office.
the registrar office. It seemed like it was not well planned, well thought of. They were not. They were ill prepared, and it's a very scary thing because if the advanced voting is like a sneak peek into what is to come, and not only that, but you knew how many people were going to be there. I'm sure you should have known that there would be elderly people.
Yes.
You should have known that there would have been people with certain disabilities. You should have also, and this just off the top, just speaking off the top of your head. You also know the constituencies that have lots and lots of people.
Yes.
So if you have all of this is just the basic information, then it should have been planned. If only off of that information, if only, okay, guys, we have the elderly, we can't have them, the elderly and persons with disabilities. We cannot have those people on the line so long. That's inhumane. So now let's create a room for people who have, right, or maybe even people with the last name, just how we was, when it was COVID. Okay, last name from this to this, you come at this time. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So this is very disturbing for me because, like I said, this is something that we knew that it should have been planned, it should have been thought out, and you didn't.
It's almost like they didn't do their homework. I mean,
I don't
Exactly.
Homework. They didn't even do.
They didn't pick up the book?
No. Yeah.
I would like to say something to that. How we function 10, 20 years ago, we don't function that anymore. See, when you bring back dinosaurs to run something, this is what you can expect. They taken still 10 years, 20 years ago. You understand? We have a lot of educated and people there that can do the job, but you bring back...
Brittany, let random citizen in.
You bring back these people that been there thinking that it's still 10 years, 20 years
So we
ago.
got a
It
call
don't work
already.
like that.
Okay, honestly, all fun and jokes aside, like I said, the thing was that it was so bad that we saw Minister Joe Beth, like I said, talking about it, and of course she is a part of the current administration. So it was so bad.
She had to
You know
say
what I mean?
that.
It was just, it was so bad. That's a different level. And on a serious note, because it was.
They're gonna try to spin that though.
But listen, that's not even a government. The government is in, but it's
is.
something. Okay, yes, it is. But what I'm saying is that the bottom line is it was so bad that at this point, y'all really need to look at who y'all have organizing this.
I agree.
Cause it was too bad. It was too bad. Anyway, we have a caller on the line, Brittany. Okay, caller, go ahead.
Hello. I hear you talking about the process at the election this week.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am a 78-year-old man, all right, going on 79. And I have an arthritic hip. I was on the line from shortly after 10 until I finally finished at 2:15.
Wow.
Right? And I must say everything was inside the voting area was fine because it took me about 2, maybe 3 minutes to go and get in and out of there.
Right.
Why other people were taking so long in there, only the good Lord knows.
Right.
And you're talking about the elderly needing attention. I went to the door and told them I somewhat disabled. He said, well, you got to stand on the line anyhow.
Wow.
Oh my.
Oh,
wow.
But one of the things I'd like to point out to you, which people does not, the parking at these areas are atrocious.
Yes.
There's no
Right.
parking for voters coming in to vote. And
Okay.
I thought that's the whole process. The purpose of the process is to have people come in and vote.
Wow.
And if there's no place to park, then you got to park a long distance and walk there.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm saying that I didn't know this thing about the tents and stuff going up, but I think they are blockading a lot of parking areas that voters can utilize. So maybe they should reserve those spots for parking of who
Right.
come in and go out, not park there all day. say they helping people, but most people know who they voting for when they get there.
Okay. Thank you
So
so much.
I don't
sir.
know what they think they're doing when they get there, because they can't change nobody's mind once they get there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, caller.
All right.
Okay. So, he raised a very good point. And you see, I writing this this might take over the world book that I have. And okay, go on, Johnny.
My concern is, what if you're in a wheelchair and you're disabled? What about the bathroom facilities? Did they have? See, you work the poll. Did they have anything for persons who are disabled who had to wait in those long lines? How do they use the bathroom?
No, well, at Shady Curtis School, we had to use the teachers' bathroom area. The other bathrooms for the students, all those was locked.
So
Wow.
you saying there's one?
There was one bathroom to my knowledge.
For everyone who can. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
guys.
I can imagine.
Now listen, right now, this y'all master class. Yeah, this registry, this your master class. So for starters, the elderly, the disabled, and the heckling, as the gentleman shared, which is supposed to be against the rules in the law, the heckling while you're on the line.
Yeah.
Also, okay, bathroom facilities, and he raised a very good point, the parking. That's something that, right, obviously was also not taken into consideration. And when you listen, there's this thing where my daughter normally says, "Mommy, you look at everything like a wall, like it's a battlefield, right?" But everything is a battlefield.
It is.
In terms of you are strategizing, you're thinking about all the loopholes, all the things that you need to do. You're preparing. Okay, what if this happened? What if this doesn't happen? What is the backup plan? And clearly, y'all talk about they didn't do their homework, but literally, right, you didn't do any work.
No.
Yes.
And I want to say to whoever gets in this time, like, you have 5 years.
You really know who getting it, but God,
hold on.
getting it.
Improve the situation. I tell people at work, there's biometrics.
Yeah.
They have to get my finger print for me to enter my employment facility. Why in the next 5 years, instead of inking up everybody's finger, why we can't have some sort of biometrics? You register. When you register, you print. You give your code and you do it. There's ways to do it, man.
Hold on, but my thing is, what if the data you inputting it to start to do the biometrics is incorrect? Like, did they cleanse the what do they call it?
The sensor, the what?
When you the register.
Oh, okay.
Is the register correct? Because we have a lot of.
See, that's another thing.
Because if you start the
Oh, man.
biometrics, I mean, you
what?
getting bad information, and you're starting off with bad information. Should you start over?
But see, this.
But that's an easy fix. Y'all have national insurance. This is national insurance.
Hold on, this
for-
random thing.
So national
Go
insurance
random.
cards should link also
Talk
to
to me.
the same card. We have the correct information in national insurance database. So why is it can't be intertwined with the same thing?
Right.
Well done.
So that's another point. Okay, you should have confirmed the voters so that to reduce this whole foolishness with who you're voting and the people dead.
Yes.
This one got this or the whole
The birth date is in a future.
gotta-
They had 10 people, or I forget the number, whose birth date, the birth year, was in the future. I said,
Yeah.
how do you make that? Who was doing?
Yeah, and this is
Why I'm saying why we are not using the national insurance information. Your
database,
number,
yes.
your NIB number identifies you. You could have 10 million people with the same name and
That's
the
right.
same birthday, but your national
It's
insurance
different.
number
Yes, ma'am.
identifies who you are.
random. You're making sense.
So random. You made a great argument, a legitimate. But why are they not using this then?
Well, listen. There's a quote.
I can tell you why.
You gotta ask the power.
But hold on now.
I can tell you why.
There's a quote with someone who I worked with. Hi, Nadia. And Nadia always used to say, if it makes sense, we wouldn't do
We
it.
ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Very
If it
much.
makes
If
sense
yes.
in this country,
We ain't doing it.
we ain't gonna do it.
No.
Yeah.
And
Very true.
that's very sad.
We have people in position right now, educated people, young people
Yes.
that can transform
Yes.
this country.
Yes.
But we keep on. How much
Yeah.
dinosaurs?
Going back to the
How much
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs
Yes.
we bring back?
Hold on.
Please.
Why y'all all talking to old people, man? Stop that. Listen.
They have their
people
place.
that are
Hold on,
retired.
hold on.
They have their
No,
place.
what I think.
I'll say this.
Hold on. Let me just say
Okay,
two
go
cents.
ahead.
I think y'all should combine the old with the new. should
That's
okay.
fine.
Anyway, that's
Correct.
Okay,
yeah.
That's fine.
Okay,
You
hold on,
shouldn't throw.
guys.
You shouldn't throw it out. Throw one
Okay.
out.
We ain't saying throwing out.
Hold on.
Sorry,
But
sorry.
first of all, we have a caller coming up. But
Sorry.
I think the right thing would be let's ensure that competent people are there.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
So maybe
Correct.
that's. Let's not say the A. Okay. I think Chris.
Let me
probably
correct
mentioned-
myself.
Correct that, please.
Okay. Most of the people we brought back, right, retired. They left competent people there as their assistant that could move up in those areas. But we didn't feel that they were competent enough to run these organizations, whatever like that. So we brought back these people.
See, and that's another thing. But anyway, let me write that down so we can circle back to that. But caller, go ahead.
Stanya, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to your guest and the random
afternoon.
caller.
Good afternoon.
Listen, this conversation is one that has to be had for quite some time. We cannot just have this conversation today,
Right.
and then the next 5 years we're back at this.
Agreed.
This is something that must be constant, because what's going on right now in this electoral season, I can tell you, this is the worst we've ever seen in all the time I've been voting. This is the worst I've ever seen it. And if we don't correct this matter now, then it means the next election, we're going to have something very similar. Let me just say this. You know, you come in with the new, but you don't displace the old. Because
Right.
there are a lot of persons who are in our season who is very serious about building this nation. We still have big contributions to make, and have the other seasoned persons who are in these positions that did what they were supposed to do, and that is to train up the new generation in what's going on. Maybe perhaps we won't be having these mishaps that we are having now, but these aren't even mishaps.
Right.
To me, basically, these moves right now, in a lot of people's eyes, are very intentional, very deliberate. It seems like this is organized chaos, and we can fix this if we move the people who is creating most of this foolishness, move them out of the way, and get people who are really serious in preserving our democracy in this country, because our democracy really is under attack. But that's all I can say for now,
Okay.
Stanya.
Thank you,
Because
darling.
you know I'm very passionate about my country, very passionate about nation building, and we just got too many persons in these high places doing a bunch of foolishness. I just do not want to move out the way, because as long as the system continue to be this way, that means they have their importance here is not going to go anywhere.
Yeah,
Thanks
all
for
right.
taking my call.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me read a few of these messages. All right, so there was a lady who, okay, this is from the text messages. There was a lady who called Lang's show yesterday who voted 7 years in the same constituency. Never moved, but now considered to be in a new constituency. How? Okay, right, these are big, that's what I'm saying. These were huge blunders. So the person is saying this person has voted in the same constituency all this time. Okay, well, it could be, though. It could be because they did split the boundary, so that could be it, too.
That could be it.
Yeah, okay, so another message says, okay, is anyone aware of how a vote is linked to a voter's card in election court? I'm asking because this app is giving out names. Yes, I saw that it's giving out names, addresses, and voters card numbers. Is a voter's card number printed in the newspaper? Does anyone know if the app shows a photo? Anyway, Guardian Radio newspaper, please post, what does it say? Please post the contact details for this company so that everybody can request that their information be deleted. The company, by Data Privacy Act, must provide the service. Yeah, I heard about it. I didn't click on it, but I heard y'all looking a little weird. Chris, you ain't here with this? Yes,
No.
yeah,
I heard
yes,
about it
I
too.
heard about it. I'll send it to y'all.
But I also heard that the information that they're providing is public information.
Okay. Also, another message. I also believe the young/old debate is a straw man used to divide us, because we need everybody for change. Yes,
Right.
youth and
Right.
experience. Exactly. That's why I said we need competency.
Right.
Because I'll tell you this. Sometimes it's like imagine a plumber, one who came out of school with this new technology and all this stuff. But a good plumber, a seasoned plumber, he may not have all the tools, but he have the wisdom, and he could get that job done. So
One have
Stanya,
theory and one have the practical experience.
yes.
I want to come back to us, that same young versus old in the Bahamas, though. So we know that older politicians and people who run these campaigns become infamous. And there's a certain power attached to that. And so if you get young people coming up, they should have young people like trailing them so they could take over. But I feel like sometimes when they don't be a copy of who they are, they kind of they want people in their own image.
Yeah. Conform to them.
And when young people come with good ideas, instead of them trying to form and
They
knock them down. Give them a chance is all I'm saying. I'm not saying get rid of old.
And guess what, guys? I know y'all riding hard for parties, but to me, this is definitely, it has been across the board. Now, some parties do it more than others, right? I agree. But we really have to really be mature about this, and we really need to get to the point where it's all about the Bahamas.
Fair.
Because but also y'all now, in defense of the members of parliament or the government, in defense of them, listen, Bahamian people has forced them to do these things too, because they gotta put people inside these positions or whatever, their supporters and all this type of stuff too. Because then if they don't do that, then that's another. It's a vicious cycle of crazy. It's a vicious cycle. Imagine now, you riding hard for Travania, and let's say now, you want to be the minister, you want to be in to the registry or registrar, whatever the name it is, registrar. Okay, and let's say you want to do that, and she tell you no because there's someone who is well educated, well experienced.
See.
You could be in your feelings because you could say, I was on Tell It to Stanya riding dead hard for Travania. Travania ain't gonna be that nice person no more.
He can want his 2 contracts.
Exactly.
I don't call them people out
I'm
like that.
saying Chris would do this. I'm not saying Chris, but what I'm saying is
but
the
she's
average
right.
person. Come on, this is how this the mindset that we have too. Look at this.
How do we break this though? How do we break the cycle? Or
So my suggestion, here's what if you want to be in a particular field, they should have a training. They should, if you make known that, you want to be in registration, they should now put you in a position where you now can learn, where you can now shadow somebody and learn these things. So you can work your way up to the top, not you just directly going to the top.
I agree.
Because if you know nothing, how is it that you can talk and you don't even know what you're doing?
Random.
You just asked how we break it. This is exactly how
I
we
was
break
just about to
it.
say, what if you have like 40 people want to go in registration? There can be a bottleneck somewhere.
No. Then you let the best candidate get there. This is democracy. This is how it works.
Yeah.
You let the
tell you
best
this, though.
person come.
Yeah, you do, but it's like I say.
In theory, it sounds good on paper for true.
We little, what y'all say, we little do.
We'll do.
What that means?
We little do.
Mix
And
up?
we little
What we
do.
do?
I ain't saying what it is. Y'all
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay.
And we so do, and it's more people who little do than the people who ain't do. And that ain't got nothing to do with who educated and all, because plenty
That's fair.
educated people little do too.
You don't lie. I have a question though, Stanya.
Well,
If anybody knows the answer me. If all the politicians that have passed through our government, any of them, besides the lawyers, we have a tranche of lawyers. So who actually studies or have studied with a
Political
degree,
science or
political science or whatever? Do we know of any?
None.
no.
I don't think
any.
much, no.
I mean, I stand corrected, but I don't know of any.
And if anybody who listening to Stanley
Yeah,
show
call us and
tell us, please.
Yeah.
You all know that they do have, when you reach in parliamentary, they
Yes.
do have, it is, I wouldn't say a
Mandatory?
class.
Like a session or something.
It's yeah, it's something that they would have to take some sort of how to
Conduct yourself in parliament.
conduct themselves in parliament. That's it.
Yeah, but
and the
that's-
COI did it. When the COI did it, when Lincoln Bay and them were in, when they did it, everybody laughed, but nobody understood what they were actually doing.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. So what they were doing, they were training, they were educating themselves on policies and protocol and everything else. Okay. Well, see, I learning. Okay. Once again, guys, if you want to be a part of this conversation, 323-6232. Let me call all these numbers because the whitest want me call all the number, but the ADHD is kicking in, man. 323-6232. 325-4316. That's 325-4316. And then it's 325-4259. 325-4259. I ain't calling that other number. And then we have the text 422-4796. That's 422-4796. Okay, guys. We have another message on text. Mr. Thompson was not a good permanent secretary. I only wanted benefits, just a pretender. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know Mr. Thompson very well. I only know what people know, but Mr. Thompson, it may be time for Mr. Thompson to go home. No, Mr. Thompson, this was a big debacle. I'm sorry.
They bring him back.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson. I know you love
Why
you.
you think
He's a
I
child
made
of
the
God.
statement what I made?
We have a caller, but Mr.
400 and something they
Thompson,
brought back.
maybe Mr. Thompson need to go home, y'all. Okay, or maybe I ain't even gonna say consultant. Maybe you need to go home, Mr.
Let's go
Thompson.
home.
This was too big a boo boo.
Time to sail away.
Okay, we have a caller, and listen, we need to get you these other things I gotta talk about, but y'all ain't want to talk about. Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
First time caller.
Hi, thank you. Good, cool.
Yeah, I see my boy Chris is on the show today.
Okay.
Yeah, what's
I
happening?
just want to give him some love for my constituency.
Oh, Lord, you riding hard and strong for Travania too.
I riding for a betterment, for a better Bahamas.
Okay.
Thank you
At
very
the end
much.
of the day, we are all Bahamians. I see a lot of fighting at the polls, that Bahamians are divided over one election, which
Right.
is very sad. At the end of the day, we have to build a country that will last for a lifetime.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
our time is not long here.
Okay.
There's so much more work to be done. I think for the election advance notice, poll day, they should have a date 2 days.
Yes.
Law enforcement,
See, that's another one.
sick person, disabled person,
Yes.
they could come out and they vote on those days and avoid that crowd. And then
Yes.
you can't have 2 classrooms open where you have long lines.
Right.
The temperature, the month has changed. It's May. It's hot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's humid. People are falling out, and we have long hours and a lot of confusion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like Chris is always be advocating for change. So I stand with Chris today to say change has to be made through airways, radio shows, talk shows,
Yes.
so people can listen. Because everybody is not going to read the newspaper every
No.
day.
No.
Well,
People don't like to read. They like social media, but they just want to see the videos and the clips. So we have to build a better future for tomorrow. So I just want to say thank you for the show today. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, brother.
And I'll tune in. I'll continue to tune in.
Yeah, and I
Okay.
forget what you tell me either.
thank you so much. But
Chris,
okay,
don't forget what I tell you.
Yeah, I will.
okay, he's correct. Like I said, I'm sitting here in my Black Take Over the World book, and I'm writing down all of these suggestions, right? So, okay, the people that be, the powers that be, you should be taking note. Even this is a learning moment. So during that time, hopefully y'all should take in everything that y'all noticed that was awry that day, everything that was overlooked.
Yes.
And so come now, May 12th. Even though May 12th is right around the corner and maybe you can't do all these things, but you should, at least we should see some type of improvement, because now you didn't know before, but you really know now.
Yeah.
Johnny, you have something you want to share?
No, one of the suggestions the caller made about more days added or each day for, I think that will disrupt productivity as relates to the wider Bahamas. I don't think
Right,
we,
okay,
I don't
right,
think
so-
we could afford that to have, because
right.
this advanced election, it was chaotic.
Excuse me.
Traffic.
Johnny,
I don't think so.
first of all, okay, let me look you in your eyeball.
Look at my, go ahead.
Okay? All right. These people ain't really working right now. No out, sir. Okay? They ain't really working right now. So they could go do the
Well, they-
second
they-
day. They could do.
well,
And
they are.
remember now, these are the people who, for whatever reason, will not be available during that time anyway. So another day could work.
Yes, I agree. I agree with the caller, man.
It's a good,
It
that
could
was a
work.
good,
I don't think so.
But
Once,
guess what, though?
once you're there and you see how it is,
But guess
they can
what?
use a day for the elderly and different stuff like
But
that.
you know what? But
For
the
the
only
elderly,
way.
but not for, I mean, you can't.
Even for the police
Well,
and
maybe
So
stuff
that's
like
for the
that.
advance, wasn't that the advance?
Yeah,
But
but
here's
they
the
still have
thing.
to stand on the line,
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, but here's the thing now.
And that's a
The
problem.
Yeah.
only way to know if it's going to work or not is if you try.
Try it, yeah.
This is okay. You know, my daughter always says, "Mommy, you'll get a good. I'm going to use haircut. You'll get a good haircut, Mommy. Then you'll go somewhere else. Why do you do that?" So now, couple of times, I ain't gonna lie. Now, my hair did look like how Chris' head look, right? By the time the people was finished with me, I ain't gonna lie. Hey. However, though, I also found I have 2 barbers that. So
You
you
get it
can't
right.
cheat on them. You can't cheat on the barber. But I got 2 with riding strong. So I found out information. So the only way for us to know if something works is if we actually try it. What we cannot do, though, is do the exact same thing that we have been doing,
Just do nothing.
and there's no result.
Yeah, no
Because we know
change.
that don't work.
Yeah.
Now go ahead.
The only thing I would say is you don't have to kick up a bucket toe to learn from other people's mistakes. We live in the Caribbean. We live in we have other Caribbean nations, and we can see their elections. Whatever we can look around, do our research, and look what they implemented, and try to learn from each other's mistakes before we implement a second or third day. I mean, this is not rocket science. It's been going on for decades.
But we just brainstorming and troubleshooting.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, now the caller did bring up something where he talked about camaraderie, and I want to talk about it. See, that was on my list. Okay, that's on my list. But y'all think y'all slick. Y'all ain't want me to talk about one thing, but I was talking about walking up here. But anyway, I could talk about that because that was a big one.
Let's talk about
But
it.
okay, the camaraderie. You know what? In all the chaos during the advance voting, there was some camaraderie. Okay, and this was a big one. I love this. So in Kalani. And by the way, let me say this too now, because my dad lives in Kalani. He said that he didn't have a problem voting, and my dad is 84. I mean, mind you, he went there at least say after 3. Nobody was there. But even when I watched the clips, everybody was very uniform. They, it was no problems. There was no problems. And anyway, I y'all could say Stanya, don't like, but the people, the areas, I ain't saying nothing, but I noticed something too. It was the areas where the people little do.
What this word do you keep using?
Where it was the big problem, the areas, you ain't hear nothing but Kalani and them other little thing, but I ain't gonna say nothing because y'all gonna say Stanya got bad ways.
Could it be for that particular person was financing with a lot of money in that particular area?
BCPLPs and FNMs and COIs was complaining about that day, so let's just throw that, let's just say it was a big boo-boo from the people them. So we can't put that on. Everybody was mad that day. Everybody was mad. Now the camaraderie that I saw once again was in Kalani. With Michael Barnett, Ellis, and also Robin Lyons, where they greeted each other. They were very civil. Y'all didn't see this clip? They were talking. Miss Barnett had her daughter with her, and Miss Lyons was, it was just a casual conversation. Oh, this is your daughter? I think the daughter too, ironically. Oh, how old you are now, Robin? And they were going back and forth. It was very civil. It was nice. It was classy. Yeah. It was a moment, and I thought that was very beautiful of both women. That's right. Big up the women.
So you trying to say Rick Fox?
It took a woman.
So you trying to say
I done Rick Fox.
So Rick Fox was a figure? Rick Fox, you say he was a figure?
Hold on, before we get there.
Don't hit Rick like that,
please.
Okay,
please. He was provoked.
Yes. But hold on now. Let's go back to Kalani. There's some people who tell me they say they like everybody in Kalani. Who do y'all think is going to take home Kalani? We got Dr. Minnis. We got Miss Lyons. We got Miss Barnett Ellis. And we have Doc for the COI. My girl.
COI.
Hello?
I got with COI.
You going with the COI?
Yeah.
I gave it Menace.
You going with Minnis?
I gave it Menace.
I don't know. And then, let me say this too. This is just word on the street. This thing's from what I collect from people or a lot of my clients who are involved in these
tribal tribes.
These tribes and cults. Yeah. As a matter of fact, one of my good, decent students who's running as well, who hosts the show all the time for me, is running.
Who's that?
I'll talk about her in a minute. But anyhow, in your camp, y'all go like this. My client always says that Michael Barnett is an exceptional woman and she's such a classy woman, and you could see it. You can, that she's a good role model for women.
That's who's going to take it.
I know.
Are you being biased?
Yeah, let me move on.
Let's be real.
Let's be real. Listen, we got to call her.
Because no matter how good a person is, if people don't know you good, if you don't got a good PR team and you won't touching the floor, or you won't touching the ground, or people say touch the road,
the PLP is coming back.
I agree with you.
The PLP is coming back. Okay? I don't care. I don't give a 5 cents what y'all say. I going on record to say, and this ain't Stanya saying she voting PLP or voting FNM or COI or independent, because y'all know I ain't voting.
Are you talking about next 20 years?
Ain't no next. Okay, listen. All I have to say, I say y'all gonna get 5 or less seats. That's all I saying. That's my prediction.
What?
Caller, we have a caller on the line. I was going to say that.
Who's independent, Stanya?
We are independent. I ain't say voting for nobody.
I said
no, I did not say. No, I did not.
Stanya said we.
So
yes,
I listened. I heard that. She said we.
Caller, I did not say we.
Yeah, 2 FNMs PLP.
Let's go. No. Let's go, Brittany. Brittany, we got a call on the line. Where the caller is? You got what happened? I scared him off after that.
Hello.
Oh, hi, caller. Go ahead. Yes.
How y'all doing?
We're doing good. What's up? What's going on?
No matter what you do in this country, behavior too late complain about everything.
This is true.
If God come with every request, come on in the Bahamas. There's nothing you can do in the Bahamas. He complain about everything.
Okay.
What happened to us as a country? Many of us just looking for something to hand out. And that's what our country coming to, a handout. We're looking for something. We don't wait no more. We talk about immigrants coming to our country, taking over. They coming here because we get too lax and too complacent in this country and do nothing. Everything is supposed to be free. You want the government to build a state-of-the-art hospital, you expect to go there and don't pay $1. You want to go to the pharmacy, you don't pay $1. How a country supposed to operate if you ain't want to pay nothing? You understand me? So that's first and foremost. But at the end of the day, we just flip-flop in every election. It ain't good for your country also.
Yes, sir.
You understand me? It's not good for your country. You understand me? And I think you got to give a government a second term. You have to.
Okay.
That's the only way this country will stabilize, live it. Because every 5 years it changes, it ain't help us.
All right. Okay, caller. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, let me say.
I think everybody will say something.
No, we got a caller, but before we go to this other caller, let me just say this one thing. Stanya is not endorsing. Let me say this. I am not endorsing the PLP.
We just heard you.
Why did you use the word we?
I heard it too. I did not say that.
I'm the only independent.
I am not endorsing the PLP.
Stanya, this is recorded,
you know.
Hold
on. I am not endorsing the FNM.
Run the tapes back.
I am not endorsing the COI.
Like
I am not endorsing independent people. What I am looking around in a very objective way. This is what I'm saying. Objectively looking around, I don't think that the FNM is going to win at this time. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Now, normally I'm always able to call it angle. But based on what I see on the ground, based on what I've seen, okay, you know what? Y'all like to say, oh, rallies don't mean nothing. But I can tell you this. I could put body parts on the chopping block right now. For every single time that I've been to a rally, and sometimes I'll go to both rallies, for every single time, I kid you not, I could always tell, and it's a bunch of foolishness. The thing is, it's not that I believe in this or whatever. From what I see, the PLP is going to go back in, and the PLP is going to go back in for several different reasons.
Could you please list those reasons?
I can tell the first reason after this caller. Caller, go ahead.
Hi, Stanya. How are you?
I'm good, darling. Go on.
First time caller.
Hey, this is so
I
good.
agree with that caller.
Okay.
Bahamian people complain too much. Everything you do, they complain. They feeding this one, they hiring this one. They complain too much. I went out to vote on Thursday, and I went out to June. Smooth sailing. I went there 1:45, 2:30. I was out of there. Smooth sailing. What? I had no problem walking to the...
Which constituency you ran?
Fort Charlotte.
Fort Charlotte. Oh, interesting. Okay.
Let me tell you something. They had golf cart picking you up from where you park, taking you to the polling station, and taking you back to your car. No problem. Smooth sailing. No arguing, no fighting, nothing. So Bahamian people, they complain too much.
Who was doing this? Who provided this golf cart?
Exactly.
The government? Because it sound like what you name registrar or registry?
Whatever it is, it ain't sound like us.
The parliamentary registrar. It doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like they because other constituencies, other polling divisions and constituencies didn't have that. So that can't be that wasn't. That sounded like that was arranged
whoever
by...
provided, I enjoyed it.
Okay, we know who provided, but that is not the norm.
While you were sitting down waiting, you were getting people were giving you water.
Listen, you know what, Mom, listen, you can make it bad for the people there. Go on, caller. Go on, we got a next caller on the line. Because they done got people positioned like this PLP. Go on, caller, go ahead, please. Brittany? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, caller, go ahead.
Tell it to Stanya.
I am she and she's me.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling dead good today.
Wonderful.
They trying to put me in political parties, but I'm feeling good. I ain't in no political party.
Stanya, just tell them you swing.
That's right.
That ain't good.
Use a swing vote. Tell them that.
You getting swing.
So they can get off your back. Tell them use a swing vote.
Yes, sir.
Tell them you can swing back and you can vote later.
That's right. In another couple of years.
The lady who just called,
she probably was one of the lucky ones that she walked in there and voted easily. She wasn't in none of those congested areas, so she can't say Bahamian people complain too much, because if she was in a situation as other people who had 4.5 hours, she's complaining too.
Yes. Right.
So she can't say Bahamian people complain too much, but because I believe, and she sounds like middle-aged lady. I can't believe she's been in this life. All this life, she'd never complained.
She complained. She was complaining just now.
Okay,
She's complaining about Bahamian people.
So she can't take the rights of a person for complaining if they were uncomfortable with the situation that they were in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, the
you know, so that's wrong. So y'all have a good one.
Thank you so much.
Stanya.
Okay, it wasn't only her who said about the complaining, so we can't just throw it on her.
Not only her.
Now listen, let me tell you all. Lord, we got another caller, but the first reason why the FNM may not
propaganda
or the COI or any independence.
Well, we going with the FNM because that's the comment that I had made. Y'all, listen, Rick Fox.
That's one man.
Rick Fox for the streets.
So could it be said about Joe Colby?
Okay, Rick Fox. No, listen. No, you ain't gonna do that. Let me tell you what y'all ain't gonna do. No, let me tell you what y'all ain't gonna do.
I've been objective. I'm not violent.
No, hold on. You know why we're not gonna do that?
She's female?
Because, no. We're not going to do that, because if we do that, literally, you could combat everything, and that's exactly what we do, and we don't talk about the facts. So we're talking about...
That was factual.
Okay,
that was documented.
I don't give a 5 cents. We're talking about Rick Fox.
Let's say that.
Okay?
Let's say that.
That's what we're talking about. We could get back to her, but for right now, we're talking about him
Rick
and his
Fox, okay.
and his very scary, erratic behavior.
It's just a bit of theatrics, I think.
Theatrics?
And plus, I don't trust any 58-second clip. You have to.
Yes,
I want to be on the ground. I want to see everybody on the scene.
Listen.
I want to know the whole story. And Bahamians like to eat up a 58-second clip.
Rick so out of order.
No,
Rick almost drop kick. He almost drop kick. The woman, I only kid with that, but the woman glasses almost
She
fell
should have
off.
stayed away. I saw that.
That's one. No, but what about even Mr. Bethel? He pushed him so hard. Even outside of this, Rick has been very off. From the first time I saw Rick, I remember I put a little post when I say, this ain't feel too good, y'all. And with this ain't feel too, I remember everyone, Stanya, you run out. Something is not, I could be wrong, right? Because I am very, very empathetic to people who may have some things going on, allegedly. I'm not saying that he does, because I don't know him. But what I'm saying is something is very, very off. And just because I'm saying that doesn't mean that I don't like other people inside the Free National Movement. So let me go on record too as saying that I think that the leader, I think he's a good man. I think I think what happened, which is one of the reasons why the FNM may not win, is that the PR team did not do a very good job portraying him, putting him out there in the light. They did not do a good job for whatever reason. But I think Mr. Pintard is a very sharp man. I think he is, he could even be, what you call it, I don't want to say fashion forward, but he's a revolutionary leader. He thinks differently. And I don't think that we saw him in the light that we should have seen him. So because we didn't, we have another narrative of him. Play that he did. And another reason why the PLP might win. The PLP will win. The PLP will win because they did an amazing job with their PR. They crushed the other people as it pertains to advertisements, as it pertains to putting the message out there. I'm not saying it's the right message or the wrong message, but what I'm saying is that they dominated social media. They dominated. So that alone is one of the reasons why they will move forward. Okay, now we got a caller. Hold on, I got a caller. Yeah, I know I'm getting charged.
You got me charged right up now. My battery is full.
Hold on, we have a caller. Caller, go ahead.
How you doing?
I doing good. How are you?
I'm good.
They eating
I'm
me
not
up,
here
but that's
to blame
okay.
anybody, but I'm here to tell you how I saw it.
Yes, ma'am.
On Thursday at H.O. Nash. I went there at 10 o'clock. At 4:30, I was still on the line.
Oh, my God.
The same
policemen them was taking who they wanted. You have to know somebody. You called who stood on the line all day, didn't get searched. So that caller.
Wait, ma'am, which constituency you say that? Which constituency?
It was a long wait and they treated the old people.
Ma'am, which
bad.
constituency?
Trust me.
Which
They treated those old people bad. Till I decide to
which
bring an old lady
constituency?
in front of me.
We need to know which constituency. Which constituency are you speaking about?
It's not that
the same one.
Where the
Wait,
golf
hold on.
cart
So you
was?
in Fort Charlotte?
No, I'm in Yellow Elder.
Oh, so it only was Fort Charlotte. It wasn't Yellow. Okay, so that was only for Fort Charlotte
I
residents.
Yellow
But they
Elder,
were all at HO9.
But you know what? Let
They
me
don't
tell you
mean
what I went wrong. A lot of people came to vote saying they had to vote and not to the polls. They probably didn't get it. They had a lot of young children who voted for the first time who going to be there making noise, I guess, on the 12th, got permission to vote on Thursday. And some of those certificates they had was fraud. There was duplicate with the stamp and written with the people's name in the pen. I saw that with my own. I told him, he could tell me, listen to him. I said, no, you listen to me, because a lot of fraud was carrying on there. It went bad.
Wow.
It went bad for we Bahamian. We have one day to vote, the older people to vote, and we didn't respect the old people. That was bad. And you replay that again, even the devil would cry at us.
Wow.
Have a nice
Thank
day,
you so
baby.
much.
I want to
Yes,
say
okay,
something
go on.
to that who worked the polls. And she, on this part here, I'm going to say she was absolutely correct. I never see so much young people, like she said, vote in my life in Seabreeze in the advance poll.
I kind of like
Because
that.
I was thinking advance poll, like I say, was
I thought
for,
it used to be armed, like the armed
yes,
forces.
civil servants, and different stuff
yeah,
like
the
the old elderly
elderly,
folks.
yeah.
We had a dray load of young people came into Seabreeze and vote. And I was just shocked myself.
In the advance
what
poll.
she's in the advance poll and what she's saying in that particular area is correct. How?
I mean, they work in the poll then. They work in the poll.
All of them?
No.
How,
What
what other
person would
reason
you-
would they have to vote in the advance
You
poll?
have to ask that person from Seabreeze that all
Well,
them
now,
becomes because
listen,
it
let
was
me
a
say
blue
this
out
too.
now. It was a blue wave
No,
for them.
no, you're already.
And I see it with my own
But
eye.
I can say
But
this
Stanya,
too.
I want to say something.
Yeah, go
please.
on, sir.
You know, when I hear people talk about two-term as a government, right? All the government have to do is do the right thing for its people. You don't have to come and beg for two-term. Look at Maya
That's right.
Motley from, I think, Barbados.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
Good governance costs not even opposition to win one seat.
Yeah, I
So if
love
you
that.
want, you know, some of you people are listening over there. If you want, you that are PLP or whatever, if you want two-term, tell your leader to do the right thing. Do the right
Okay.
thing, and that's when you will get 2 terms.
Let me say this: what this person say? They say, "I'm glad you're saying that the PLP did an excellent job in PR because when they lose this time, they can't claim the PR as the problem. They will have to say it was our poor performance." Okay. Hang on.
Stanya, I want to say something quick
Okay,
about the
go on.
PR. So I agree. I agree with Stanya. They're doing an excellent PR. They have an excellent PR team.
And let me say this:
but
but
I want.
PR doesn't mean something is better or what have
No,
you.
I got that.
Yeah,
I got that. But let me tell you, Bahamians have to be inquisitive. Bahamians have to ask a question because I'm in Tall Pines. And apparently the F&M person for Tall Pines is Sir France Roll. And I didn't know. I didn't see anything. And I called somebody in the F&M. I said, hey, tell Mr. Roll I live in Tall Pines. I haven't seen him. I don't know who he is. It's people here on the ground. If you care about your country, you have to be inquisitive enough to ask the doggone question. I can say doggone?
Yeah.
So,
man.
to
We only got a couple
ask the
minutes
questions.
left. Okay. Like get Johnny.
I'm waiting for people to
I
come
must
to
say
you.
one particular party that really grasped social media was the COI, Lincoln
Yeah.
Bain.
Yes,
Say
and he
what
did a
you
good
want to say
job
about
too.
him. He
Yes.
did a real good job.
And guess what?
And he didn't have no media houses behind him.
Yeah, and guess what?
Right.
He single-handedly did this, and I agree with you. He also did an amazing job as it pertains to putting out the word with COI. He single-handedly did it himself.
I'll give him
and
that.
he did it in a different way, right? He didn't have the PR team, but he did a good job
A real good
as it
job.
pertains to public relations. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. In terms of the F&M, I don't think it was as strong as Lincoln did, as he
Yeah,
was, or as the PLP. So
Right.
this isn't me once again saying that I'm a PLP,
The horse already
F&M, or
lived the bar.
COI.
You
What
was a
I'm
PLP.
saying, but
Right.
y'all just agreed with me that yes, that y'all agreed with me. He did. He
He
did an
did.
amazing job.
No, I
so
said that brought you
okay,
that.
back
I
to
agree.
even with Mr. Pintard, the play that he had, it was used against him. as a matter of fact, and this is why I say Bahamian people could be little do as well. Because what the play was about was exactly what I keep saying too, that we little do as it pertains to certain things. It was really to teach us.
Yes.
You know, it was
Exactly.
that's what it was. It was something for us to look at ourselves and to improve ourselves,
Right.
to empower ourselves.
Right.
But once again, the PR team did such a good job by turning it against him.
That only
And then but see,
I can still buy the book.
you know
I can
why?
still buy the book because
But
I
you
thought it
know
was
why
funny.
though, Johnny? You know why? You know why it worked on people?
who it worked on?
But the people who do. That's
No.
what I'm trying to say.
I
The
like
do
it.
people.
It only worked
I like
on
get your
persons
do.
who already had a mindset to vote against him
No,
anyway.
but
Because if
either
you're
way-
objective, you'll
You'll see the smoke through the fire.
Let me give you a little
pushing
example.
propaganda is propaganda.
Let me
pushing
tell you something.
propaganda.
I remember one of my friends, I ain't gonna call his name. Okay, he worked at a constituency office at one point. He used to dress up in his 3-piece suit, right? I think I said this before. So now the fella's sitting on the wall, smoking, doing one big bunch of food, right? So anyway, he'll come and he'll say, "Pleasant good afternoon, sir. Could you not sit on the wall, please? You know, it doesn't look good. You're smoking right here. It's the main road. Can y'all effing this and da da." They said, they used to roll my friend right out. So finally now my friend get dead tired, right? Dead tired. So one day he come and he say, "Man, listen, get up off the okay, I sick of this." And you know what they say? Boy, pops is carry on by. And did they move? Yes.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
He spoke their language.
But see, exactly.
He spoke their
And that's
language.
what I'm saying. And that's another thing. The PLP is good at speaking their language. They do a good job at that. We talk about people being in these positions who are competent and all this stuff. When the average person, our mindset, the average Bahamian mindset, they think a good MP is someone who, when their Grammy die, they go to the funeral,
Yeah.
or they give them ham and turkey. When in reality, look at the condition of your constituency.
Yes.
Look at the quote unquote guys, ghetto areas.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, y'all need to go do good too. Y'all need to do better, because I remember there was another talk show host who said this. I was so scared. I ain't gonna call her name, but anyhow, she said she's sick and tired of going into the community and doing cleanup. She said she's sick and tired because when she doing the cleanup, the people who live there looking at her.
This
That's
is
one.
it.
And two, by next week it dirty again.
Clean up your mess.
So this is what I'm saying. So see, when I say Bahamian people, it's a lot of people who little do, and that's why we get do bad.
Yes.
That's why the country is in the state. That's why MPs don't do better. They don't do better because one, they don't want to do better, and y'all is make them don't do better because that's what y'all settle for, and that's what y'all want.
They expect very little from them.
Yes.
Yes.
One thing I think we should change, because everybody talking about change, is start picking people who actually live in the community to vote for.
That's what we do in Seabreeze right now. Trevania Clark Hall.
Listen, Trevania, you know something?
Seabreeze, Trevania Clark Hall.
Let me message Trevania
20
right
years
now. Hold
in
on.
Seabreeze.
Let me message Trevania.
Boy, we fighting out for this contract, boy.
We imported.
Hold on. Let me.
We imported one.
Trevania, this Stanya, I on the air right now. Chris, you know with the big ball head. Chris is on. I know if you tune in, but child, listen, Chris is riding hard for you. Let me see this for you. Trevania, try calling if you get this message. Yeah, call into the show 323-6232 because he riding dead hard for you.
You know, it's true because she is a resident, I'm a resident, and we know what we went through. We know the pain we felt.
And by the way, my student, my life coaching student is Heather McDonald, who's in Engliston.
No, that's
Okay.
Yes, and I
Excellent.
must say, Heather, because you know, y'all know Stanya just a fair person across the board. From I first met Heather, I knew she was star quality.
Nice.
This was long before she decided to go in politics. And if you've been tuned into, you know that Heather always comes and she hosts a show for me many different times. Heather has always been into youth empowerment as well. She's always been into making communities better. Heather has good temperament. And when I say temperament, meaning that she's a stellar woman. She's patient. She's understanding. She's very amicable. And this ain't no free thing for Heather. But I have to say this. Before I met her, she decided to go into politics, Heather was always community driven. She was always active, whether or not it was in the youth empowerment or programs that she designed herself. Whether or not, as a matter of fact, she became a life coach at Eve's Journey Life Coaching Institute, where I am. And by the way, I'm offering life coaching certification right now. Even as a matter of fact, I remember there's this thing that they have to do where they have to present to become a life coach. And so I had my daughter there, and my daughter was like, "Mommy, I like Miss Heather."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Heather had star quality win. So that's my shameless plug.
What's her surname?
McDonald.
McDonald.
Yeah, yes, Johnny. Oh, wait, hold on, Johnny. Before you do that, because people sending me message on my private phone, on my private cheap phone. Okay? And if you want to buy a nice phone, I just say, I'll... See, look here, Travania, say LOL. See, Travania calling now. Okay, see, we got Travania. Hold on. Travania, listen, I know... Travania, I got you on speakerphone. I on the air, man. You got to call the show, man. Travania, call 323-6232.
Okay, wait, say it again.
323-6232. 323-6232.
Okay, call it now.
Okay.
I love that she's calling. She's an FNMA.
She's an FNM.
Man, that's a quality
That to
woman.
show you that she is going to be on the job from day one.
See, that's Travania. See, because listen, and y'all know, and tell it to Stanya, y'all know, I put people on the spot. You come here better than not just my sister and you want to row child, you're coming on the air with me. That's Travania.
I like people who ain't too important to stop what they doing
Yes.
and return a call.
Exactly.
Okay, all
love that.
right. So we got Travania on the line. Travania, listen, we got Chris. I know Chris. You know you is Chris Roll. He got a big M&M hand. Yes. Okay. Listen, Chris riding dead hot for you. Okay.
Well, I appreciate him. I appreciate you, Mr. Rose.
Thank you very much.
So listen now, Travania. Since you're on the line, what is it? First of all, the advance poll. What that was like? The advance voting. Was it a mess? Was it not a mess? How was it?
It was chaotic. Wow. They needed more rooms. It was chaotic.
Wow, it was that bad. Now give us one or two plans what you got for Seabreeze, because you're going against a giant now, Travania. You're going against a giant.
Baby, I remember no Goliath. I get God's grace and 2 stones, baby.
Amen.
Okay. So, why did you decide to even run? Because I know you to be a businesswoman. I know you to mix up with these things.
2006.
Okay.
I wanted to run right after college, and so I always had this to do on my list, of accomplishments.
Okay, and I know you live in Seabreeze from long. To buy that exercise bike from you. That's right, from way back when. So, okay, what's the plan for Seabreeze? What you got?
Oh, I have some programs. There's no programs going on in Seabreeze. I
find this very hard to believe.
Program, and also I want to do a trade skill set program for the youth. However, I don't want to do the regular vocational training. I want to do like maritime and CDL, so persons can learn trucking and coding, those sorts of vocational training.
Okay, good stuff. Okay, well, it surprises me that you say ain't nothing happening in Seabreeze.
There's no programs, baby. I've been there 20-odd years. I've been waiting for programs to get started in Seabreeze.
Okay. Anyway, listen, the people could someone put me in the FNM. Let me get you off my phone. Thank you, Travania, for calling.
You're welcome. Have a good day. And thank you, Mr. Roll.
No problem. You know we ride.
Hey.
All right. Boy.
Okay, bye.
Okay, Travania. All right. So, of course, that was the FNM representative for Seabreeze. Like I say, Travania person, I never know nothing dirty and stink, but Travania, she's always been charismatic, always been very engaging, very helpful. Okay, wait, hold on.
I love that she has a plan.
Yes, she does.
Because if you don't have a plan for your young people, why you even?
This is my shameless plug, child. Hold on, child, because I didn't need these good job. Well, you all know I was the manager, the registration, an assessment manager to the National Training Agency. So that's right. I know just how to do these things when you want to do that vocational thing. I could run that. I ain't got no shame, child.
Amen.
Anyway,
We can consider you.
As a matter of fact, y'all can consider me.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, listen, if y'all need to put me with this parliamentary registry. I got all the things here what we need to do.
We need you.
I just letting y'all know that's Stanya Davis. Shameless plug.
Yeah.
I hear for sale. I just say it. I want my good.
Everybody want
consultancy job. Okay, that's what I do in. All right, hold on now. Let me read some of these from my private phone. Someone calling. No, y'all know I on there. What is it? Okay, what is it? Oh, Lord, someone messaged me, say the PLP them little dudes. They say that's the set what you talking about. Boy, y'all ain't got no respect, eh? Okay, then we got We say half out west is in St. James now, and the borders are ridiculous. I live off Gladstone Road, and my dad lives in Coral Harbor South. We're both in St. James. Everybody in St. James. My shameless plug now. Once again, big up Owen. Big up Owen. Okay. Big up Owen. Owen Wells. That's right. I big it up Owen. Let's tell it to stand. You want to do a little community things? I can tell you this. Owen right there be riding dead hard with me as well. Okay? Or when tell it to Stanya did need one sponsor one time, Owen was there riding dead hard. So big up Owen. I riding with Owen. I can ride with Owen.
I
Owen's a
want to
good
big
man.
up Shenandoah. Cartwright down there as well.
Definitely.
Our deputy leader, he's going to do an excellent job in St. James.
Okay. All right. So moving right along. Okay, we have one time I actually. Oh, okay. Someone. What did they say now? Extra rooms and staff could help. The person say that Mr. Thompson must carry his beep home. I can't even say the things they saying, but you, Mr. Thompson, I can't say that. Yeah, they say I could leave it at Mr. Thompson got to go home. These people, y'all little rude, man. Y'all rude. But yeah, Mr. Thompson, it was a boo-boo. I know if you did it, but it was under you was at the helm. You was at the helm. Johnny, you got something to say? We only got like 8 minutes left. I got some messages.
The only thing I have to say is, even though some parties try to downplay it, you got a PLP, 2 FNMs in here. Who has the best?
What?
Immigration.
How I get that? You're the PLP.
No. This is just real quick before you go. Who have the best immigration prevention plan?
The
FNM, the PLP, or the COI?
Listen, I will switch to PLP right now.
COI hands down.
If they are the best one.
Let's go around the room real quick.
Dead
2
serious.
seconds because we got a couple of minutes.
Excuse me, just tell it to Johnny now. You talking about you giving it?
You want to know too.
That's important to a lot of people.
Let's be fair and balanced. The COI said some things that they're going to do. Right? And I know what the FNM is going to do.
Paul,
we are going to...
Tell us.
How's the FNM being
Tell
power
us.
for a long
Seriously,
time?
we only got a couple minutes. Wrap it up.
Let me talk this fast.
Be quick now.
The PLP said that they deport more people than any administration.
I saw that.
But when you look around, you see more people here that are immigrants than any other administration.
But
so
Chris,
let's be
yes, deporting people and they coming right back don't mean nothing. FNM being doing that too. I'm saying.
No.
What's the plan? What's the plan?
Okay. The plan is to enforce the law. Number one, to enforce the laws.
There are laws.
Okay, that's all I'm going to say. We want to enforce the law.
Random, do you wanna? And let me say this too, in terms of the COI.
The COI.
Trying to be fair.
We know where she is right now. She all about.
Let me go on record. Okay. There are some concerns as it pertains to Mr. Bain. I would like for Mr. Bain to get in.
You have to get in.
I would like for him to get in because he does an amazing job holding feet to the fire.
I agree.
But make him a deputy.
He does an amazing job.
He can't be the prime minister. Absolutely not.
I didn't say prime minister. I said I hope he gets in. I hope he wins his seat.
They should win some seats.
That's
a couple seats.
Okay,
but he's the leader of the COI.
Okay.
So isn't it our natural order when if the COI win, then he automatically disappear? Or you only want to see there because
I'm just
I can't see that man.
We have a caller. This probably the last caller for the day, and I still have messages. Jeez, and I don't like to do this show. Caller, go ahead. You got like 30 seconds, caller. Brittany, you put them through? Hi, caller.
Yes, hello. I'm not going to be long.
Go, darling.
Just have a quick suggestion.
Go ahead.
Caller, go on, darling. You got 20 seconds now.
Hello, but they're still talking. I could start talking. I don't know.
Turn off the radio. Don't listen to what you're listening to because
no,
it's
I'm not
probably
listening
behind.
to it. I'm all the way from that.
Caller,
hello.
Go ahead, caller. Be waiting.
Yes, hello. Okay. Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon.
Caller,
but they're still talking. So want me to go?
Yeah, caller. We don't know what you're saying. Just talk. Don't worry about what you're listening to. Just talk.
Okay, I am a senior citizen. I signed up for the advance poll, but my name is on the list, so I didn't even bother to go, even though I got a call saying I could have still come. But just a suggestion that I have, everybody bungles up first thing in the mornings. But for the last prior elections, I would all go like between 4 and 5. And the only problem I would have is parking.
Mm-hmm.
Once I get on the lineup, it takes me 10, 15 minutes. But a lot of people who have voted, they don't go home.
Okay.
They stay having party and congregating all day. I feel, something should need to be done about the parking. Once those people have voted, they should carry themselves home, leave the premises.
That's the little do people too, ma'am.
Yeah, I know. And then of course, I guess if the police try to tell them go home, it may be a riot, so the police don't even bother.
Okay.
But they need to be a little more considerate because I normally vote at Sadie Curtis. I have to walk so far. I'm a senior citizen.
Right.
To get there. And, and the way how things went, I didn't even bother to go. I said I'll wait until the 12th.
Okay. Thank you so much, Charlene.
Great show.
Thank you.
Okay.
Listen, see, that's another one. Listen, Pia. Hire me, man. Send Miss Thompson home, man. I got the formula right here. I got the 10-point plan. I got the 10-point plan. That's all I got to say.
I for Stanya.
Okay, that's right. That's it. You little, But you know that.
Don't worry.
Hi, Tanya.
I know, right?
Tanya McCartney.
Yes.
Listen, now let me also say this. We so out of time, but let me tell you who else I really love and I look forward to.
Who's this?
I love Dr. Fox.
Yes.
He's
so feisty, man.
Dr. Fox is going to do a tremendous job in Fox Hill.
Oh, this for Dr. Fox. I ain't gonna tell you because I know every time Dr. Fox open his mouth, something coming.
Listen, he said the other day, my opponent has a signed fetish. This I dropped to the ground. I was like, this man need a bridle.
So he can describe himself.
Okay, but guys, on a serious note, I ain't gonna say it no more because election time coming. Y'all done label me, put me in one little box. But I ain't got nothing to say. All I saying is that there was some things. I'm not saying Stanya is in. Once again, let me go on record. See, record this with your iPhone or whatever. This is your iPad.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, my God. Okay, what I'm saying here is there's certain, why I'm saying that the PLP is going to win again is because there were some things that they strategically did that was brilliant, that pushed them forward.
I say brilliant.
Okay, well, that pushed them forward.
You mean like how they pay off the...
And so, I don't know about these, I know about them type of things.
Garbage.
Okay? So this is what I'm saying. Do I think that there's a whole lot of things that we need to do as a country? Both parties, all parties?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. There's something we have in place, guys.
Yeah.
Okay? We have good people who start, who want to, who get involved, and because of the system that's in place, downhill. Yeah. Okay, I so scared to read this one from this place. This voice that will say, Mr. Thompson, got the beep, y'all.
What you do these people?
You're out of order, man. Hold on. Let me say. Oh, okay. They say Lincoln go where? Jesus.
Exactly. Exactly.
I ain't even saying these things, but y'all have here. At the end of the day, y'all, it's one Bahamas. Yes. No one government. I mean, the government, the FNM, the PLP, there's been issues. Whether or not it was the Ministry of Health guys, whether or not it was immigration, it's been one thing after the next. What I do know is that we need to do something totally different.
Agreed.
And maybe it may be radical or whatever. Maybe we need people who come in who don't give a 5 cents, but about coming back in again, who maybe I don't know. Maybe it may be the COI, but there's also some concerns, major concerns that people have with the COI as well. There are that people have with the COI. Now, are they doing a good job? I think they're doing a good job in terms of holding the feet to the fire. I think from the last election, they got more votes than I thought that they would have gotten. And I definitely think that they will get even more votes. They are a young party and they are growing. They're growing and they're learning. So, guys, we're going to end the show today. I mean, this look like I must see got to come back with this again next week. I'm sure. But at the end of the day, it's just one Bahamas. We all have to live here. Whether or not you vote, you don't vote.
True.
Whether or not the PLP is in, the FNM is in, they will be our government. All of us. All of us. Okay? Now, the other thing is that, like I said, as people, we also have to demand more. We can't just be with the ham and turkey, the laughing and all this stuff. Look at your community. And it doesn't matter if your Grammy did vote, your daddy voted this one. Look at the state of the country. Yes. Are these people also trying? Are they not trying people in? Is your constituency, has it grown? Is it blossoming? Mm-hmm. Is it on the trajectory to blossom? This is what we have to look at the end of the day, guys. All right. So yes, Random.
I just want to comment one thing. Where you were saying that we should expect more. Just to piggyback off of that, I've lived in Canada for some years, and also from hearing what the gentleman had said about Bahamians complain too much and they want too much. We can't have free health care. We can't go to the hospital free. If people were to travel and to see what other people are getting in their countries, what their governments are providing for them, why is it that we can't expect the same? Healthcare is free in Canada. People go to doctors and hospitals for free. Why can't we expect that here? The foreigners are getting it free here. So why Bahamians can't get it for free? So stop telling Bahamians they want too much. Right. We are in our country. We should know what we're entitled to.
All right. Okay. Random. Okay.
Yeah. You got. I also want to say yes. Those people are getting it free, but they also are being heavily taxed to provide it.
Okay. Anything else?
Right. The only thing I have to say, my final say is the PLP is kind of tone deaf because we have an immigration problem, but on the front lines they tend to have persons who we have issues with.
Okay. All right, you have
my final word is I just want Seabreeze to show up on May the 12th. Vote Travania, Clark, Hall.
Well done.
The contract is sealed.
Well done. Also, listen, one other person I'm going to say, even though I know we little mad, but I can still say I like him and he's try. And y'all could be mad with me. Bacchus roll, man. Listen, when I worked at NTA, he sent about 1 million people there. He was out there trying dead hard, man. So I could say that too. Listen, I only saying with the experience with
you only
that
know
I
what
had.
you know. Yeah.
That's all I say.
Okay, that's fair.
And I say y'all ain't say that when I say but Mr. Pintado.
I like him. I think he's intelligent. I like his whole vibe. Yeah, but
I like Mr. Pintado.
I like him. Excellent leader.
Yeah.
I like him. Let me put that on record.
Listen, Chris,
I'd love to see him as Prime Minister. And guess what? And he's persistent.
The chairman. This is the chairman of the party. Anyway, guys, and of course, it's a motorcade today. So,
let me avoid it.
Where's the motorcade? Random must be gone. Anyway, the COI is having a motorcade today, guys. So, watch out or look out for that as well. Okay, this is a topic that I don't like to talk about, as you all know. Lord, listen, someone say what beach in South Beach? Lord, now they doing Bacchus and Jesus, Lord, let me come up there. Anyway. I only talking about the people who I had experience with and interactions with. Okay, guys? That's all I got. Y'all have a good day. I ain't getting ready to go get conch salad. I out.
Nice one.
Let's find out together on Tell It to Stanya.
This